Hello guys, my name is Bagdallah. Today you're gonna learn the basics of audio layout. If you're new in this my channel, please subscribe. Here you can find everything for web designing. So let's get started. So guys, today we're gonna learn audio layout. Using this audio layout, we can manipulate all our elements and we can save a lot of tons of times just knowing this auto layout. So first I'm gonna draw any frame. For example, this frame makes sense maybe. First of all, I wanna just return my panels, command dash maybe, I don't know. So this is our frame. And first of all, I'm gonna show you the one thing that was a new update from Figma. It's called aspect ratio. I mean the locking aspect ratio. You can lock the easily aspect ratio clicking this button. What it does when we, for example, scale it, it behaves. It means it's super powerful. So it was a great upgrade. I mean, it was a great upgrade, I guess. So I'm gonna shrink it down and I'm gonna show you something. Let's duplicate it using Option or Alt on Windows. So it's enough, and select all elements and press Shift A. It applies auto layout, and from here you can change the space between elements. So I'm gonna make it like 20 pixels, and I want to show you something. As you can see, it's hugging. What it does, it just hugs all from all sides. Let's see. Let's make it from. Let's make it fixed height, fixed weight. So I wanna change their height manually. So I wanna show something. This is the alignment. Using this, we can align top lab and to the center, bottom lab, wherever we want. For example, align center. It will be aligned in the center. So I guess it's super powerful tool. Let's delete. Let's make it hug again because I don't want this thing. So the next is vertical layout. It means we can stack the elements on top each other. As you can see, it's already vertically aligned. And next is called wrap elements. What it does when we just, for example, diminish the, how to say, the width. You see, it behaves. So it wraps all elements. So let's delete this, keep it this thing, and let's go this page. It's called tutorial page. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna redesign the layout of YouTube, so it makes more sense how to use this auto layout in Figma. So first thing, I'm gonna select, I'm gonna draw any frame. For example, here, this frame makes sense, I guess. Yep. I'm not gonna be so specific for height or for width. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, so let's add corner radius. That looks not bad. And let's press O, and holding Shift we can draw perfect circle. You see? And here I'm gonna add the title, and here we got channel's name and how many views we got. Here it shows when it was uploaded. So let's move it to this because okay, I'm gonna add, for example, any title. That's gonna be, for example, my video, maybe my video on YouTube. So I'm gonna just copy this thing and paste it multiple times. Oops guys, it was mistake. Paste. Oops, it was mistake. Let's copy them again because it wasn't copied, and paste. Oh my god, paste. So it looks good, and I wanna change this width manually and select 20. Weight is gonna be 20. We can type it here manually, 20, and semi-bold makes sense. So next is this channel's name. That's gonna be, for example, my name, Bagdoulet. Yep, you see. So that's gonna be not semi-bold, it is regular. Let's make it medium and 16, I guess, maybe. No, 20 is good. Let's stick with 20. Let's duplicate it, and we're gonna write, for example, here the views, like 100k views, for example. That's my imaginary views, and for example, 1 week ago. So we have to change their color. Just pick, press AI, and you can easily pick any color. For example, I want to pick this color, so it looks good. So as you can see, these two elements are relevant rather than this thing. So I'm gonna apply auto layout first to these elements. Shift A, it applies auto layout, and that's gonna be not 0 pixels between elements, that's gonna be 4. So it looks good. That's what I want. And I'm gonna select the above text and the frame and apply auto layout again. You see? And we can also manipulate the spacing. That's gonna be 16 pixels. In my case, you can use any, you can type any space that you want. So let's copy this circle and apply the layout again. So that's gonna be 16. Yeah, 16. That looks good. So as you can see, we forgot these 3 dots. I'm gonna make it manually. Maybe, oops, let's make it perfect circle. Oops guys, that was mistake. Shift. Yep, let's duplicate them and apply all the layout to these elements, and that's gonna be 3. I don't want to rename it. If you want, you can rename it. So how I can put these elements into here? So as you can see, we got this text, but it doesn't have frame. It's not frame. I'm gonna add other layout to this text, so it will become a frame. Apply other layout. You see, it's frame 6, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this thing. It's frame 5 actually. Let's rename it like 3 dots, for example, and I'm gonna drag this 3 dots to this frame 6. Yep. What it does, it adds to the frame. So I'm gonna select this. That's already okay. Select this thing. Not from here, from here, this thing, and I wanna reposition them so it looks good. So from here, it's so hard to see what's happening here. Let's drag them to this side. So let's see what's happening here. So this is our, let's rename it like content, maybe content, and copy these elements select these elements and apply auto layout. Let's rename it like video, for example, maybe content that you want, whatever you want. So I'm gonna select fill container and fill container again. Oops, guys, fill container. What it does, it fills the container all the way down. So here it looks good, but it's not good. So I'm gonna select fill container. So you see it fills the container all the way down. And this thing looks good. What about this? It should fill the container. This thing also should fill the container. Each element should fill the container. So that looks good. Not bad. We already arranged the spacing, so we didn't this thing. So that's gonna be like maybe 16, maybe 30 pixels. That's not what I want. Let's make it 20. Maybe, yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty good. So one thing left, only this thing. Let's make it from scratch. Just type any number. For example, in my case, 10. It's gonna be maybe 6 or 5 minutes video. Let's make it 6 minutes. Yep, 6 minutes looks good. And apply the layout using Shift A and fill the container. Add color that contrasts. In my case, it's black. Let's apply. Let's add corner radius as much as I want. For example, it is. Guys, let's type it here like 20, maybe not 20. Let's make it 8, for example. How it looks. So it looks good, but I don't like the spacing. I want to make it 4 pixels at least. So it looks good, and I want to drop down the opacity, not this color's opacity, to 60 for maybe 70. Yep, that looks good. And I can easily drag it here. Look, it looks good. It looks pretty good. When I drag it to the down, it sticks. You see? Why? Because it's in this frame, but I want to make it in the, in this frame. In the first frame. So what I'm gonna do, just I'm gonna select this thing up. Oh, it's already in this frame 1. Sorry guys, I didn't know that. I guess it's in, no. Yep, we're all set, I guess. So guys, as you can see, we used auto layout just to create this design. So why it's so powerful? Because using this, we can manipulate all the elements that we're gonna design. All of these responsive designs, all of these designs made with this auto layout. If you're not using auto layout, you're missing the point. So guys, if this video was helpful, you can subscribe and write down your comments in the below. You can also write what kind of contents you expect in the future. Don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe button. See you in the next one.